So, hello, welcome to another video. So, today, this is the first in a 4 or 5 part series. I'm going to take you through how I film. So, take you through how I film stuff, which, for the first episode, will consist of the drone. So the episodes are going to be the drone, how I film, then the take you through the drone, how I film in the gym, because I feel that people think that I just put the camera down, shoot. It's not the case. Then the editing phase, so what I do in the editing phase, and then the final video. So first for the drone footage, you'll have seen that I have a DJI Mavic Mini. So I'll put it up here or there, don't know where it comes. About why I chose this, I've done a video on that, so I'm not going to go into that. But I'm going to put the drone up. I need to be quick with this as well because it looks like it's going to rain. Although over there looks fine, over there looks crap. So I put the drone up, and what I'm thinking of doing is taking it off from the car park over there, and then doing a nice cinematic sweep along here, which will get obviously above all these houses over here and everything. It should get you a nice bit of film, a nice bit of footage. So, sort the drone out. You may ask, why have I got a drone? Why not? It's cool, it's geeky, but anyway. So, this is the drone. I also have filters, as I've said in the video. So if I've got UV ND filter, so if it was really sunny, which it's not, I would use put it on there. So I would use UV filters, stops the UV rays, so to protect your lens. And if I'm over water or over anything like that, the NDs are good, the polarizers are good. ND filters, as far as I'm aware, can make the water look really glassy. But anyway, the drone footage. So, set the drone up first. So, before I film drone footage, I always think of what I'm going to do. I don't just throw it up in the air and just fly it around and oh, that'll do. I kind of have an idea in my head what I'm going to do with the footage, how I'm going to do it. And first, can I fly it here? Am I allowed? Now, there's a lot of rules regarding this. Sub 250 gram, which is what this is. You can fly it in a lot more places that you can't fly other ones, but you still have to abide by rules. I'm allowed to fly it here. So, we'll let it load up. Currently got it on I'll take it off on the back of my car. It's quite windy, so I've got to be careful with that. So what I'm going to do is I will take it off and I'll take it over there, about 60-70 meters up in the air, and then I will do a swoop. So go to fly, take off permitted. So as you can see on the screen, I'll screen grab it so you can see. As you can see on the screen, with the drone, in the top left hand corner, there's a thing called P mode, S mode, C mode. So P mode is normal, so that's what I'll use to take off. Then the C mode, which is cinematic, and then there's S mode, which is sport. So I don't need sport, I need cinematic. So I will also, down in the bottom, you see where it says AE, auto exposure. I'll put an arrow so you can see it. That's your exposure. So I need to put that back to 0. But what I'll do is when I take it off, I'll get it to the height that I want it to be. I'll then lock the exposure. I learnt this. Locking the exposure therefore means that the light doesn't change, you've locked it, so it can only let as much light as you're letting through. So, how are we going to do this? Can you see it? Yeah. So, we'll quickly get this done. So, take it. Take off. Now, go over here. So I'm not going far. So I'm currently at 20 metres. We'll go a bit more. Like that. And then, what we'll do is, I will just then turn it around like this. We'll maybe go back a little bit more and up, so it's up in the sky. But also, I'll tilt the lens down, so now it's set to where I want it. I will lock the exposure, I will put it into C mode, I will then slowly spin, and I'll tilt in. What would be good, David, is if I press record. So, I'll now press record. We'll spin. Automatic, so it's nice and smooth. Just a nice little thingy, and then spin it up. So like that. So I didn't like that, so we'll go do it again. Like that. Tilt it down a bit, so we'll start again. So trial and error. I find if it looks good on here, when I edit it, when I colour grade it, it'll look good. So, turn, nice and systematic. Like that. So there, so now, I'll make it come home. Simple. So, it will now come back to where it took off from. So I film in 2.7K, downgrade it to 1080 because that's what I film normally on. But I downgrade it to 1080, 30 frames per second. Don't hit the bird. I don't know whether we can see it, but it's right. No, you can't see it. So it will come and land now. That's all I do. Find an area that I want to film it, and I will film it. So I did 2 or 3 takes on that. You'll see in the end video. It finished, but that's that. That's simple, nothing too crazy, just a nice cinematic. Where is it? It looks so tiny up there. So yeah, 1080, 2.7K, lock the exposure. You can also alter the brightness, but I don't do that because I find once I get to a level, it keeps it nice, and I find it just looks cool. Nice little bit of cinematic footage. There we are. There we are. Coming down. So I'll land very close to where I'm hands-free. Very close to where it took off. And it's great. I love it. So yeah, that's how I record my drone footage. So there are plenty of places. There are plenty of places that I can put it up. There we go. That's that. So, episode 1. How do I record my drone footage? So, in summary, plan it before I start. Make sure I'm okay and allowed to film it where I'm filming it, because that's a big thing. There's a lot of places with the DJI, you get a DJI app, so that you can't fly it where you're not allowed to fly it unless you jailbreak it, and I don't know how to do that. Find out what you're going to do. I don't just put it up in the air and just fly it around, because you'll end up with 2 minutes worth of footage and it's pointless. Make sure you're okay to film it. get up to where you want to be, I then lock the exposure. So therefore, as you're in the past, as it were going up, it would change in colour, change in brightness, so it looked weird. Lock the exposure, take it out of P, put it into cinematic. That's therefore every move of the controller's not as fast. So instead of it clicking like that, it's nice and slow and cinematic. So yeah, episode 1. How do I record my drone footage? Just like that. Also, not a professional, as if you need me to tell you that. But if you're new, subscribe. If you aren't new, welcome back. Episode 2 will be out a week today, or a week from this video coming out, and that will be how I film in the gym. Because a lot of people think that I just put the camera, plonk it, record, woo, done. No, yeah. See you in episode 2. Bye.